Hello and welcome back to Liberty North High School in Liberty, Missouri for the second game tonight in the Liberty North Invitational basketball tournament. Both St. Joe Central Indians and the Park Hill Trojans go to battle tonight. Good evening and welcome. I'm Zach Klug, joined alongside my partner Jack Kankowitz, and we're going to bring you all of tonight's game action live here on North Nation Sports.
That's right, Zach. We have a great matchup for you tonight. Coming up later at 7 o'clock tonight, we have Bayshore Linwood Bobcats facing the Leeson West Titans. Then for 8:30 game, we have the Liberty North Eagles taking on the Kansas City Northeast Vikings. So far tonight, we've had the St. Thomas Aquinas Saints go up against the Kearney Bulldogs with an outcome.
Well, yeah, the St. Thomas Aquinas ended up beating the Kearney Bulldogs, and they will be playing the winner of this upcoming game. So we're going to talk about the keys that Park Hill has. Park Hill has always had to, they will be playing the winner of this game on Thursday. Park Hill has always been successful in this tournament. You know, this is their 4th or 5th year in the Liberty North Invitational, and until last year they had been winning the tournament multiple times, back to back to back, until Bayshore Linwood stood in their way and in the semifinals. And I'm sure they would love to avenge their semifinal loss from last year, so in order to improve their finish from last year, they're going to need to focus on this game and not worry about the rest of the games. They're going to need to take it one game at a time. They're going to need some underclassmen to step up because they lost a lot of the seniors from last year, and dominate in the paint.
Yes, and in order for the St. Joe Central team to continue last year's success, they will need to communicate definitely between the new coach and the players after their old coach came to Liberty North, actually. Their next key is to shoot open shots. Definitely, that's a straightforward key, one they really should do. And then don't rush the offense. They want to take their time, make sure to move the ball around and not force the shots. Try to get those open shots for sure.
All right, Jack, and now the question, who do you think is going to win this game?
Personally, I think that the Park Hill Trojans will do it. I really do. I think with their experience in this tournament, for sure, I think that'll help them with only really losing to Bayshore Linwood in this championship and stuff like that. I really think so.
And I personally believe that St. Joe Central will, with this new coach. You know, last year they had all the success winning the district championship. I think they're going to be very successful. And now we're going to send it courtside with Ian and Caleb.
Thanks, Zach and Jack. Welcome back to Liberty North High School in Liberty, Missouri for the second game of the LN Invitational basketball tournament where the Park Hill Trojans and the St. Joe Central Indians go to battle. Good afternoon and welcome. I'm Ian Grove, joined alongside my partner Caleb Moore, and we're going to bring you all of the game action live here on North Nation Sports. Let's get right into it.
The Indians start off looking to go into the paint here. They drive into the lane. It is stripped by the Trojans. It's going to be Trojans ball.
And this is a great matchup here between two teams that are in the same conference, so they are certainly familiar with each other. Park Hill won the game last year against the Indians 57-46. St. Joe finished with a record of 10-11, while Park Hill finished 14-3. So they were both within one game of 500. Or 14-13, my apologies.
Park Hill is throwing in number 2, Andy Ashley, the point guard for the Trojans. Kicks it out to the wing. It's number 21, Christian Bradford. Out to number 10.
Shooting threes right away. That's fun to see.
The Indians drive to the lane, kick it out to the wing. Out to number 22, Felder.
And out of bounds there.
Trojans ball here.
Trojans will look to put up the first points of this game so far.
We have a travel on the Trojans there. Number 21, Bradford of the Trojans had the travel. Indians ball.
Now the Indians will look to put up the first points of this game so far.
A minute in, still scoreless here. Park Hill's looking for a full court pressure here. And we have another travel, back-to-back travels there. The Indians have a travel there. Now it's going to be Trojans ball throwing it in.
And that's just kind of sloppy basketball there. You usually don't see that many travels in such a short succession.
Andy Ashley kicks it out to the wing to Bryant. Out to the wing, back to Ashley.
High pass there, 22 jumps up to grab it.
Townsend catches it, pitches it to Bradford, out to Hall. Hall for the open three.
And it bounces off the rim.
Just off the mark there, rebounded by the Indians, number 24, Redmond.
Ooh.
There's a foul there on number 2, Andy Ashley, the Trojans. Number 24, Redmond, was fouled on the play.
And Redmond is definitely a key player to watch in this game. I think he's a key part of this offense.
Indians throw it in to Redmond. Redmond's getting closely guarded by number 2, Ashley. Kicks it out to number 11.
And I love this defense that Park Hill's playing. They're all up in their face.
The Indians missed a shot there. Rebounded by the Trojans out in transition to number 25.
And there's your first points of the game coming from number 25, Nick Bryant.
Nick Bryant had the first points there. Nick Bryant is actually the key player for the Trojans. He was all conference last year. Redmond kicks out to number 33, Hopkins.
It's
Number
always
10 drives into the lane, stolen by Andy Ashley.
It's always fantastic when you have an all-conference athlete return to the team.
It is. The Indians will be throwing it in. The Trojans are once again resorting to their full court pressure here.
And St. Joe Central is up 2.
Redmond with the jumper misses. Trojans. Nice little up and under there for the Trojans. Number 21, Christian Bradford scores there. Scores backwards. Trojans have the jump ball there. It's going to stay with the Indians though.
The Indians get to keep the ball there, looking to put up their first points of the game so far. They need these bad.
Once again, trapped in the corner. Trojans doing good on the full court pressure there. Number 11 passes out to Redmond. Redmond, the jumper, pulls up. A nice shot for the first points of the game for the Indians.
And Redmond, we told you he was a player to watch in this game. Puts up their first points of the game.
Number 10, Anthony Hall, has the quick bucket there underneath. Trojans up by 4, and the Indians call timeout.
Park Hill fires right back there, making sure that St. Joe Central doesn't get too close.
Hawthorn Bank in Liberty is a proud supporter of the Liberty School District. Hawthorn Bank, we understand the importance of a strong community and a strong school district. We also understand the importance of a strong financial future for our school district's families and for our local businesses.
I'm Melissa Hubble.
I'm Katie Colbert.
I'm Lynn McClure.
I'm Kent Peterson.
I'm Nick Richmond, and Hawthorn Bank is proud to support KLPS and the Liberty Public School District.
Hawthorn Bank, with you every step. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Indians starting in under the Trojans basket. Trojans having the full court pressure, trapped in the corner, throws out to number 33. Indians is deflected there by the Trojans.
What a play.
Good hustle there by number 25, Nick Bryant.
And Nick Bryant was one of their players to watch. He's been good on offense and defense so far.
Indians driving to the paint, kicks it out for the 3, is not shot, out to 24, Redmond. Redmond looks to drive, a little pull-up jumper right by the free throw line is missed.
Oh, just bounces off.
Offensive rebound, though, by the Indians. Park Hill deflected it. The Indians will be throwing it in under their own basket.
Indians look to score more points here, try and bring this lead within reach.
Blocked underneath, almost blocked again. Made the two-pointer, though. 6-4 now. Trojans with 4.5 minutes left to play in the opening quarter of this game.
And Edmonds with all 4 of their points in this game so far.
Nice pass underneath by Bryant. Just the shot was not made.
Redmond, my apologies on the name there.
And the ball is stolen by Andy Ashley, and Nick Bryant goes up for the layup and makes it 2. The Indians had a lack of communication there. Redmond tried to throw the ball to one of his teammates, but his teammate was not looking, causing the turnover. Park Hill converted with an easy layup, now up 8-4. The quick timeout called by the Indians.
And I think if Central wants to win this, they need to really put the ball in the hands of Chase Redmond. I mean, that's the key here. He's put up all 4 of their points so far, and Park Hill just needs to continue scoring like they have been.
Score is still reversed. Park Hill had a 14-13 record last year, and St. Joe had a 10-11 record last year. Park Hill had a 2-2 district record, while St. Joe had 3-4. St. Joe finished 6th in district, while Park Hill finished 4th. The Indians will be thrown in under the Trojans basket. Trojans are still using their full court pressure here.
And overall last year, Park Hill was the better team last year, and so far in this game, they've been the better team here too.
Nice little outlet pass there to number 22 out to Redmond, back out to number 22 Felder. Pick set there, doesn't use it. Felder looks to get this Indians offense started, drives into the lane. A foul on the floor there by the Trojans though.
And let's see if they will inbound here.
Foul was on number 21, Christian Bradford of the Trojans.
Christian Bradford, his first team second foul.
The Trojans will be throwing the ball in under their own basket. Or the Indians, my bad. The Indians will be throwing it underneath their own
Number
basket.
30, Jacob Schreck subs in for Park Hill.
And a nice little basket there for Redmond. He has all 6 of the Indians' points now. He's definitely a key player to watch.
He would be their key to taking the lead in this game. He's responsible for every point they've scored so far.
Bryant passes to Schreck up top to Sharif. Sharif passes it back over to Schreck. Marshall has the ball, pitches it out to Hall. Hall has the ball in the wing, looks a nice pass underneath to number 25, Nick Bryant, who makes the nice shot there.
And that's Nick Bryant's 6th, he has 6 points on the game now,
A
leading
steal
Park
for the
Hill.
Trojans, number 12, Shamari Sharif with the steal and the bucket. The Trojans are really overwhelming the Indians right now with their full court pressure. The Indians can't seem to get out of their own court.
The Indians have just not had an answer for this full court pressure.
A deep 3 for the Indians, just off the mark there.
Close.
Trojans once again in transition, very dangerous team in transition. A quick 3 there, just off the mark by Schreck. Gets the offensive rebound. Nice little pass there. Good shot there by number 25, Nick Bryant, the all-conference
Guess who it
player.
is? Nick Bryant, back at it again, showing why he was an all-conference last year.
Two and a half minutes left in the opening quarter here. Park Hill's up 14-6 over the St. Joe Central Indians. The Indians are thrown in.
Nick Bryant has been a key player for Park Hill so far, as he has 8 points on the game.
A big story for tonight's game so far is Park Hill's defense causing the Indians to make a lot of turnovers. Redmond shoots a 3 there, just off the mark, gets his own offensive rebound, a long rebound there. That's number 22, Felder.
And I think if St. Joe Central wants to try to start coming back in this game, they need to have other scorers beyond Redmond.
Number 22, Felder has the ball, pitches out to number 5. 3 there.
Oh, and it just bounces out.
Trojans once again in transition, very dangerous team in transition. Sharif kicks it out to Bryant. Bryant goes in the lane, is stripped of the ball. Out of bounds on the Indians, Park Hill's ball.
And let's see here if Park Hill will inbound it.
Number 3, Peyton Sosna is checking in for number 25, Nick Bryant for the Trojans.
And the Trojans
Marshall
look to
throwing it in.
extend their lead here by even more. And they do. Nice layup there.
Drew Townsend for 2.
Nice little put back there by Drew Townsend. Got the inbounds pass. Nice little easy bucket there for him.
And Park Hill is ahead 16-6 right now, up by 10 in only the first quarter. With 1:30 left in this first quarter, St. Joe Central really needs to try and cut down this lead. There's still a lot of basketball left to play, but being down 10 in the first is not something you want to see.
Number 5 has the ball, is met by 2 defenders, pitches it out to Redmond. Redmond goes into the lane, pitches to the corner. A bad pass. Actually, it was deflected by the Trojans, so we'll stay with the Indians.
And Redmond is still the only Indian to put up points so far in this game. They need other scorers beyond him because Park Hill's starting to catch on that he's the only one that's put up points.
They are. They throw it to him on the inbounds pass. Pass over to number 5 to the corner. A nice little catch there by number 22, my bad. Trojans get the rebound though, and in transition once again. Out to the corner for a corner 3. Just off the mark for the Trojans. And there's a foul there by the Trojans, offensive foul.
It looks like the Indians will inbound it here with a chance to try and cut down this deficit a little bit more.
Good inbounds pass by the Indians.
And they take it inside the paint.
Nice little shot fake there by number 5, goes into the lane. Scores the first bucket of the game for a player not named Redmond.
Yeah, Redmond had been responsible for all 6 of their points to that point. Up to that point.
And Park Hill is called for a carry violation. It will be the Indians' ball.
With 47 seconds left in the first quarter here, the Indians just need to put up more points. They're down by 8. And a little bit of a wild pass there across the court. Once again, almost hitting our camera crew.
The camera crew and all the crew is doing a great job broadcasting these games this whole week. Thanks to everyone who's participating in the tournament to making these games possible to be broadcasted. And there's a foul there on the Indians, I believe. We can hear you.
His first team 5th foul for the Trojans.
And the Indians with the ball here.
Redmond in the corner for 3, and a nice shot there by Redmond in the corner. Wide open 3 for the Redmond.
And that is Redmond's 9th point of the game.
Indians only down by 5 now with 15 seconds left in the opening quarter. Time is running out for the Trojans. Andy Ashley has the ball in his hands. Kicks it out to Hall.
And Park Hill is looking to take the last shot here in this quarter.
And a nice shot there. And we're actually going to send it to a quick ad now.
The Trojans lead the Indians by a score of 16-11.
Daniel.
The foundation helped me.
The foundation helped me.
Daniel.
The foundation helped me.
The foundation helped me.
The foundation helped me.
The foundation helped me.
The foundation helped me. The Learning Enrichment Grant from the Liberty Education Foundation helped us do water quality testing for Liberty Creek water and the water analysis.
Creating innovative professional sports content to entertain and thrill our community. Creating a professional broadcast environment for tomorrow's television professionals. And professional service for our district partners and its stakeholders. Niles Media Group. Excellence today, innovation tomorrow. Exceptional service always.
Welcome back courtside here as Park Hill leads St. Joe Central 16-11 in a pretty close 5-point game. For St. Joe Central, it has been all Chase Redmond. He has 9 of their 11 points up to this point. Park Hill has been playing great defense, and Nick Bryant has been their leader.
Andy Ashley has the ball in his hands, kicks out to the perimeter. Now it's in Bryant's hands, the all-conference returner for the Trojans. Pass out to number 22, Townsend. Nice little layup is missed, though. Deflected off the Indians, it'll stay with the Trojans.
The Trojans look to put up more points here, extend their lead beyond 5.
The Trojans are up 16-11. 7 minutes left in the second quarter. A nice little jumper there by Townsend is missed. Put back there by Bryant.
Nick Bryant, what a putback.
Good rebound there. Great finish there by Bryant, and that's why he's a key player here in this game.
That's a fantastic effort there, not letting those points go to waste.
A blocking foul there was actually called on Ashley of the Trojans there. St. Joe will inbound.
And I think at this point, St. Joe Central, just get the ball to Redmond. He's responsible for 9 of your 11 points.
And that's exactly what they do on the inbounds pass. He looks to get the Indians offense getting going in the second quarter. Back to number 5 to the corner. Back to number 5, top of the key. Thinks about a deep 3, decides against it. Kicks out to number 12. Over to 22, back to 12.
Lots of passing here. You're wasting some time, though, which isn't great.
A 3 there by number 5 is a swish. That was a great 3 there by number 5. Wide open 3, and that gets the Indians some points.
Pulls them a little bit closer. Nick Bryant with the goal. Or the
There's
basket.
a blocking foul called there on the Indians. And I think they...
It looks like Nick Bryant will shoot his free throws in addition to his points.
Foul called on number 12, Wills.
Good and one there.
His first team first foul for the Indians.
And it looks like they didn't count that basket there, but he will still shoot his free throws.
A little bit of confusion now. The ref's going to go chat over there, the scorer's table, to see what's going on.
Unsure what's happening here.
Not sure if they're counting the basket for an and one or they're discussing to shoot 2 free throws or what.
I think they're discussing what the foul was, but I'm unsure. And Nick Bryant shooting his free throw. Misses it. And they did count that basket. And he missed the free throw. He got 2 points on the play. I think that's what they were talking about there, was whether or not to count that basket.
Pitches out to number 22 in the wing, drives into the lane. A little turnaround jumper is made for number 22.
Good inside the paint shot there. That was
brings
beautiful.
the Indians within 4 with 6 minutes left of the second quarter.
Indians are pulling closer in this game.
A layup is missed there by the Trojans, rebounded by the Indians.
Missed layup there by the Trojans. I think you need to make that, especially since Central has the momentum right now.
Gets the ball into Redmond's hands. Pitches out to the wing to number 12. Number 12 drives into the lane. Goes to the corner.
Back.
Number 22 has the ball in his hands off to the wing. Crosses the defender over, kicks it to the wing to number 12. Number 12, nice little crossover move there. Over to number 11. Nice little backcourt pass there. And a great shot there. And one for the Indians. Number 5 with the great shot and gets the foul for an opportunity for a 3-point play there for the Indians.
Incredible play there. And St. Joe Central has a chance to pull this within 1 point here. They've really come back in this game. Number 5 will take his shot here to try and bring it within 1, and he does. Park Hill's lead has been cut down to only 1 point, considerably less comfortable than they were at one point, considering they were up 10 in the first quarter. Nick Bryant with the pass there over to number 10. Okay. Ball back in Bryant's hands.
8-1.
Jumper there, and it's missed. Central has the ball again, moving quickly. Move inside the paint, back out. Beautiful shot there. That was magnificent.
The Trojans, Bryant has the ball in his hands, kicks out to perimeter number 22.
And St. Joe Central actually pulls ahead by 2 with that 3. That was beautiful, and it gave them the lead.
Out to number 22.
Park Hill needs to try and get momentum back on their side here, because momentum has most definitely been with Central.
Townsend has the ball at the top of the key. Looks to get this Trojan offense started. They're down by 2 right now against the Indians with 5 minutes left in the second quarter.
And you're only down 2 here. There's no reason to panic. It's
Townsend
still
with
1
the 3.
score, and Nick Bryant.
Great putback there by Nick Bryant.
Incredible play there to tie the game up at 22.
Gets the offensive rebound, puts it right back up to tie the game.
And Nick Bryant has 14 points on the game so far. And Central pulls ahead there. Smalls with the shot. Nick Bryant, I believe, was fouled on the play there. He'll head to the line. He'll head to the line here to shoot 2 free throws with a chance to tie the game up. And the first is good, bringing it to 24-23 Central. And Nick Bryant is an overall fantastic athlete. Last year in this tournament, he put up 25 points in the championship versus Liberty North. Or semifinal, my apologies.
The Indians are getting full court pressured by the Trojans once again. Almost a pass intercepted by the Trojans. Kicks it out to number 11 on the wing.
And St. Joe Central looking to take the lead here, tied at 24. Very close game here. Goes in for the shot, but it looks like it might have been blocked there by Park Hill.
The Trojans, a nice offensive putback there by Nick Bryant.
What a putback there to take the lead, 26-24. Nick Bryant is up to 18 points in only the first half. Nick Bryant has been incredible at this game. And I believe that St. Joe Central will inbound it here. Less than 4 minutes left in the quarter. They will try to take a lead here. Number 11 with the ball right now. 11-33, and he misses the layup. Ball is back in Park Hill hands. Outside, shoots the 3, and it's good. Beautiful shot there by number 21, Christian Bradford. And that puts Park Hill up 5. A little bit of a wild pass there from St. Joe Central, goes out of bounds. Park Hill will inbound it. Number 4, Chris Marshall inbounded it. Ball in the hands of Nick Bryant, number 25. Over to number 30, that's Shrek, misses the 3. Nick Bryant with the ball. Oh, and it's batted there at the line. St. Joe Central has the ball once more. Looking to cut down this Park Hill lead. Momentum has most definitely shifted in favor of Park Hill. St. Joe Central needs points here. Number 11 with the ball. That's Dylan Irvin. Make sure you stay tuned for our halftime, or for our studio halftime show coming up here in 2.5 minutes.
It looks like Chris Marshall was fouled there by the Indians.
They will recap everything that has happened so far and tell you what is to come.
Nick Bryant.
Number 11, Dylan Irvin. His first team's 3rd foul for the Indians.
And Park Hill inbounds it here. Number 12, Shamari Sharif with the ball. Over to number 21, Christian Bradford. Number 4, Chris Marshall. Oh, good defense there. The ball ends up in the hands of Redmond. Over to number 5, Will Small with the shot. That's 15 points on the game now for Will Small. And it looks like Park Hill puts it right back in the basket.
And the Trojans are once again using their full court pressure there. Maybe he tries to get, and the ball almost goes in the basket there.
And Park Hill almost capitalizes on that mistake there.
That was a crazy turn of events. The Indians player tried through a cross-court pass and it almost went in his own basket for own points. And the Trojan player actually rebounded it and got fouled on the way up, so he's now shooting 2 free throws.
Christian Bradford shooting these free throws for Park Hill right now, looking to extend their lead beyond 5.
Misses the first one. 1:48 left in the second quarter. Trojans up 31-26. Number 21, Christian Bradford, is at the free throw line for his 2nd free throw.
Trojans have a 5-point lead here, but they definitely want to grow that lead a little more. As Central has shown, they can overcome a little deficit, as they were down 10 in the first quarter and managed to overcome it and take a lead for a short time.
Number 10, Anthony Hall.
He makes his second free throw and he gets subbed out. Number 10, Anthony Hall, checks in the game for the Trojans.
And the Indians will look to score here, cut down this deficit a little bit before half with just under 2 minutes left.
Ball's inbound onto Brett Main. Brett Main has the ball at midcourt.
Look at that defense there. He got it out of there, but that was a scrum for the ball.
Felder has the ball, getting guarded by Marshall. Drives in lane, cross-court pass. Into
Redmond with
Redmond's
the
hand.
ball.
Nice little
Nice
putback
layup there. That was a good shot there. That is 11 points on the game now for Redmond.
Nice little pass there to
number 10
Anthony
drops
Hall.
it in with ease. His height gives him a nice advantage there. He barely even had to jump to drop that one in. Great defense there by Park Hill.
And Townsend has the steal and gets the
22.
bucket.
Drew Townsend with the steal and the 2.
Pass thrown to Redmond across the court to Main. Main pass to number 33, Hopkins. For the 3, just missed. Number 12, Sharif rebounds. Pushing the court, 50 seconds left. Pass it to Bryant, the leading scorer of this game. Goes in for a drive. Misses a shot, rebounded by St. Joe Central's Redmond.
And you don't see Nick Bryant miss shots often.
Don't.
That's a rare one.
Redmond's bringing the court up for the Indians with 37 seconds left. Make sure to tune into our halftime show with Jack and Zach in the studio to recap all of the first half highlights in the previous game and future matchups for tonight in the tournament.
Oh, Redmond ends up on the ground there. I believe he may have been fouled.
He had a nice little crossover, got past the defender, and the defender fouled him, and it looks like he'll be shooting 2 free throws.
He will head to the line with a chance to cut down this lead.
27 seconds left. Park Hill's up 36-28.
Right now, Park Hill leads by 8. There's a chance for Redmond to cut down that lead, and he can't do it on his first shot.
Redmond is leading his respective team with 11 points, while Nick Bryant is leading his team with points so far in the first half of this game so far.
And those were our 2 key players to watch on each team, and they've both had an impact so far. And Redmond is not actually leading St. Joe Central in points. It is Will Small with 15 who is leading St. Joe Central in points. And Park Hill with the ball here. They might want to take the final shot here.
And the coach comes out to the court there.
Talking to his players there. That's interesting.
15 seconds left on the clock in the second quarter. Park Hill trying to get one last shot there. Jumper
They take it and they miss it. They almost get the rebound.
Rebounded by the Indians with 6 seconds left if they want a chance at a final shot, and it's out of bounds and will be the Indians' ball with 4.5 seconds left to try to get one last shot before halftime.
The Indians are going to want to try and cut down this lead before halftime. Get it within manageable range.
Quick little outlet pass, a shot 3, buzzer beater, just off the mark.
Bounces off. That was Will Small there with the shot, and he is their leading scorer, so try and get the ball into his hands for sure. Now let's send it to our studio halftime show. We'll see you back here in a minute.
By a score of 30.
The foundation helped me.
The foundation helped me.
The foundation helped me. The foundation helped me. The foundation helped me. The foundation helped me. The foundation helped me.
The Learning Enrichment Grant from the Liberty Education Foundation helped us do water quality testing for Liberty Creek water and the water analysis.
Creating innovative professional sports content to entertain and thrill our community. Creating a professional broadcast environment for tomorrow's television professionals. And professional service for our district partners and its stakeholders. Niles Media Group. Excellence today, innovation tomorrow. Exceptional service always.
Welcome back to your North Nation Studio Halftime Report. I'm Jack Kankowitz alongside my partner Zach Klug. Just moments ago we were watching the St. Joe Central Indians taking on the Park Hill Trojans where they were up 38-26. Let's go ahead and take a look at some highlights from the game thus far. It's been a very, very tight half recently.
Yeah, it's been very interesting, you know, the score going back and forth multiple times. We see Nick Small right here getting a pump fake and going in for the layup. Last year, he was one of our players. Will Small, I'm sorry. You know, he's always a player to watch. Last year, he earned player of the game multiple times in this tournament. He's always played very successful, as we see him shooting a little floater right there. But yeah, he's been really impressive, you know, every year at this tournament, and we see him make another layup. He has just been on fire so far tonight.
Really has, yes, with about, I believe, 18 or so points in the game. It's been a very, very commanding first half for Will Small.
Yeah, and then we got Nick Bryant of Park Hill. He's also been performing well. He's been the Park Hill standout player so far. I've been really impressed with his performance. You know, he performed well last year as a junior, and we see he got the hops. I think that really separates him from most other people, and we see a steal by Park Hill right there. What we're seeing right now is we're seeing a really aggressive play. The game has been played very aggressive from both teams, and it's been very impressive so far.
I believe so. I agree. As we were saying before, I believe players to watch so far. We have. Oh, we're on a break right now. Or let's throw it to a break.
The foundation helped me.
The foundation helped me.
The foundation helped me. The foundation helped me.
The foundation helped me.
The foundation helped me.
The foundation helped me.
The Learning Enrichment Grant from the Liberty Education Foundation helped us do water quality testing for Liberty Creek water and the water analysis.
Creating innovative professional sports content to entertain and thrill our community. Creating a professional broadcast environment for tomorrow's television professionals. And professional service for our district partners and its stakeholders. Niles Media Group. Excellence today, innovation tomorrow. Exceptional service always.
All right, I want to apologize for some of the technical difficulties we just had, but we're gonna start talking about. We're gonna just recap the first game, some of the events that happened in the first game when we had the Kearney Bulldogs taking on St. Thomas Aquinas, where St. Thomas Aquinas did defeat the Kearney Bulldogs 51-43.
That's right, Zach. The very first quarter, there were multiple lead changes with strong defense performance from both teams.
Yeah, but then at the start of the second quarter, we really started to we began to saw the Saints build a 12-point lead going into the half.
Yes. And then coming out of the break, the Saints continued to maintain their lead, which would eventually give them the 51-43 win.
Yeah, and that was your recap of tonight's first game. We'll revisit the keys to victory for both teams and get you back with some second half action right after these messages.
The foundation helped me.
The foundation helped me.
The foundation helped me. The foundation helped me.
The foundation helped me.
The foundation helped me.
The foundation helped me.
The Learning Enrichment Grant from the Liberty Education Foundation helped us do water quality testing for Liberty Creek water and the water analysis.
Creating innovative professional sports content to entertain and thrill our community. Creating a professional broadcast environment for tomorrow's television professionals. And professional service for our district partners and its stakeholders. Niles Media Group. Excellence today, innovation tomorrow. Exceptional service.
All right, so we're going to look at some of the player of the game so far from the game that's taking place right now between the Trojans and the Indians. So far, the two players of the game have been Will Small and Nick Bryant.
Mm-hmm. Yes, for the Park Hill Trojans, that's Nick Bryant, number 25. He has been very, very dominant underneath the basket, getting lots and lots of nice little layups there, and he's been very, very, very dominant for sure.
Yeah, especially in the paint. He's been looking very aggressive. We've been seeing him go up and steal some balls, especially with those hops he got. And we see him right there get the second chance points. Very impressive performance from him so far.
Lots of rebounds too. He's jumping way over with those hops for sure.
Yeah, he should definitely be on the double-double watches. He's been performing very well. He's got a lot of rebounds tonight.
Yeah, definitely.
And you've rarely seen him miss from the paint.
Oh, very much so. Yes, he always finishes in the paint. For sure. We have, here's a nice little drive down to the basket for him. all of his points seem to be in the paint too. He doesn't seem to be taking many outside shots. He's very, very dominant.
But that's what he's been successful at. You know, he's got 18 points on the night, and we're already in the first half. You know, that's going to be 32 the whole game. That's a very impressive high school performance,
Yes.
especially in this tournament setting where you only have 8-minute quarters. So, you know, in order to see him like scoring 32 points in an 8-minute quarter game, that's a very impressive performance.
Now, moving on to the St. Joe Central Indians, we have Will Small as our player to watch for them. Will Small has been very, very dominant also underneath the basket with multiple drives and shots from the key as well.
Yeah, you know, Will Small was our player of the game last year, and he's a very diverse player. We can see him make shots in the paint, and we can also see him make a lot of threes. You know, he's not the rebounder that Nick Bryant is, but he's very impressive and also very aggressive. You know, he's willing to, you know, go through pain to make some shots, as we saw him, you know, take a hand to a face earlier to get a 1-and-1.
Oh, yes.
And, you know, that earns a level of respect for me. If you're willing to go through pain to get some points, that just shows what kind of an athlete you are.
I really agree. He's not afraid to get down and dirty, and very, very, yes. I think that's something to be watched for sure.
All right, so now let's revisit some of the keys to the game. As for the Trojans, we're just going to gloss over these real quick. They need the underclassmen to step up and dominate in the paint like they have been. That's what's been honestly giving them the win so far. And I think the St. Joe Central Indians need to really connect with their new coach. And we're going to go ahead and send it courtside to Ian and Caleb.
And welcome back here to this magnificent game between Park Hill and St. Joe Central. Park Hill leads 36-29, thanks to some help from their key player, Nick Bryant, who has been incredible with 18 points on the game so far. Caleb, what do you think about St. Joe Central's chances to come back?
They're certainly not at the question for a comeback. I really don't see it happen, though. Nick Bryant has been phenomenal on the offenses, like you said, with 18 points. Bradford for Park Hill also has 8 points. He certainly cannot be forgotten. Now, for St. Joe Central, their main player so far has been Will Small. Will Small leads their team with 15 points, accompanied with A.J. Redmond's 12 points.
And I think one thing to note about St. Joe Central, they are down 7 here, but they were down 10 in the first quarter, and they managed to overcome that and actually take a lead.
An early double-digit deficit in the first quarter is basically the worst thing that can happen to you, but they fought back, showed some determination, and now they're only down by 7.
I think coming out of this half, it'll really just depend where the momentum goes first who will win this, because it's anyone's game right now, especially since St. Joe Central has shown that they can come back.
An interesting stat I'm looking at right now is only 3 players have scored for St. Joe Central, and the third player only has 2 points on the night. So the scoring is being done by Small and Redmond, and that's basically it. Whereas, so if the Trojans just shut them down, it's game over.
And if you look at Park Hill, their scoring has been spread out very nicely. 5 players have scored 2 or more points, so their scoring is considerably more spread out and more plentiful as they have the lead here in this game.
So Ian, who's your pick to win the game from here?
If I'm being honest here, I think Park Hill takes it. I think they're able to maintain this lead and hold it throughout the rest of the game, unless I see St. Joe Central do something extraordinary to put them back in this game.
I agree with you. Park Hill's full court press has really been hard on the Indians to get to the offensive rhythm. I think Park Hill continues the roll and wins this game by at least 10.
All right, and that's the signal to start the second half. And I believe Indians will start with the ball in the second half here.
Yes, they are. Will Small will be inbound in here.
Will Small inbounding. He leads St. Joe Central in points with 15, as he will look to lead them to a comeback here in this second quarter, or in the second half. Right away, right to Redmond.
Redmond has the ball in his hands. Looks to get into the paint, pitches it to Small. Small, the leading scorer, has the ball in his hands. Small dribbling, closely guarded there by Bryant. Small has a pick coming for him, behind him. Goes into the lane, pitches out to Redmond in the corner for the 3.
Oh,
misses a shot. Offensive rebound there by number 23.
Good layup there, 33.
33, Cole Hopkins there. That was a great shot there for his first 2 points of the game.
And that's what we were saying about St. Joe Central. If they want to take back this lead, more people need to start scoring. It had been centralized around only 3 people until now.
A great pass fake there by number 10, Anthony Hall. Really got the Indian defender moving there. Corner, actually, the pass to the corner is deflected by the backboard. Trojans still get the ball. Tries to put the ball back up. It's put back up for the easy 2 by number 21, Christian Bradford.
And Christian Bradford has 8 points on the game now, another someone to watch.
And he just got fouled on the way up. He stole the inbounds pass, and now he'll be shooting 2 free throws for the Trojans.
And this will give him a chance to sit at, or sorry, he's at 10 points now, my apologies. This will give him a chance to move up to 12.
Just an interesting stat, even though Park Hill beat St. Joe Central last year, St. Joe Central actually won their conference.
And that is impressive, considering that they lost to a
fellow conference foe.
Yes, thank you for.
And they're facing again in another tournament. The winner of this game will be facing Kearney, actually St. Thomas Aquinas, my bad. They'll be facing the Saints in the semifinal on Thursday at 7 p.m. Redmond with the ball in his hands again. Pitches out to number 22, Felder. Small on the ball in his hands again. Shoots a 3. Great shot there by Small.
Incredible shot there by Small. That brings his point total up to 18, matching that of Nick Bryant. I think he was an underrated player coming into this game.
I think he is too. He really did. He was not a key player in our watch, but he's really made a name for himself in this game so far. Looks like the Trojans will be inbounding underneath their own basket.
Right now the Trojans up 4, and it looks like that goes right out of bounds.
A deflection off the Indians will be Trojans ball once again.
And the Trojans will look to extend their lead beyond 4 here, as St. Joe Central has somewhat fought back into this, cutting the deficit to only 4.
Bryant throwing the ball in for the Trojans.
Oh, deep pass there.
Out to Ashley. Andy Ashley, the guard, looks to get this Trojan offense some more points to get a bigger lead here. Nice shot there by Townsend. Is missed. Out of bounds.
Short there.
Indian ball. And the Trojans are going to full court press the Indians again. It worked quite well for them in the first half, so they're going to keep doing it in the second.
And the Indians look to make something happen here. Only down 4. As we mentioned, they know how to overcome a deficit.
Redmond there drives into the lane, is fouled by Park Hill. He'll be getting 2 free throws, fouled on his way up.
And that's a chance to cut this lead down to only 2 points. That would be incredible for St. Joe Central, and they are defying our predictions for sure, as we both went ahead and thought Park Hill would pull this out.
Redmond makes his first free throw to bring his point total up to 13.
He's been incredible in this game as well, alongside Will Small.
Makes his second free throw, brings his point total up to 14.
And the ball in the hands of Nick Bryant there. Oh, just misses it.
Almost an and one there. He'll be getting 2 free throws there. Actually, no, they actually went out of bounds on the Trojans there. The Indians will be inbounding underneath their basket. Just under 6 minutes left in this third quarter. The Trojans up 36 to the Indians 30. Trojans up 38 to the Indians 36.
And the Indians have the ball here, looking to take a lead or at least tie it with this possession. Will Small with the ball, driving all the way to the paint.
And just off the mark for Felder there. Saved by number 24, Redmond there.
Wow.
Great hustle there.
Beautiful hustle.
Showed some great hustle there. Redmond has the ball in his hands. Nice little move there. Out to Felder, number 22 at the top of the key. He's getting closely guarded out there by number 2, Ashley. Kicks out to number 11, Irvin. Redmond with the pull-up jumper just off the mark. And is fouled by Park Hill.
Let's see if he heads to the line here.
He will not head to the line. They will be inbounding underneath their own basket. Only down by 2. It's a 1-possession game now. That's kind of hard to think since the 10-point deficit they were facing in the first quarter, don't you think, Ian?
Yeah, they came back from that, and it looks like they might come back from this with a quick 3, just bounces
And the go-ahead jumper's just missed, but he puts it back up for the 2 and ties this game at 38.
Great play there. That was number 22, LeVar Felder. That's his 4th point of the game so far, and that ties the game at 38.
And the Indians really have the momentum right now, scoring, I think, 8 unanswered points to start at this third quarter.
Yeah, Park Hill needs to put up some points here. Take the momentum away from St. Joe Central.
Andy Ashley has the ball in his hands, looking to score for the Trojans, gets a pick set from Hall.
Number 30, Shrek with the ball.
Ashley drives to the lane, is fouled, it looks like, by number 24, Redmond.
You think Shrek is a fan of the movie Shrek?
I'm not sure, you have to ask him.
I might ask him after the game.
But Ashley will be shooting 2 free throws with 4:50 left in the third quarter.
Andy Ashley here with a chance to give Park Hill the lead.
Misses the first, fails to give the lead. And Indians have number 12, Willis Johnston, checking in the game for the first time, I believe. Actually, no, that's not his first time in the game. Just checking in.
And that free throw gives Park Hill a 1-point lead in this game. It's a very close game with just under. Pass there.
Number 21 pushes it back, and they get the rebound, but he is fouled, and the Indians have regained possession again.
And with this, they will look to take a lead here, only down.
Number 21, Christian Bradford, his third team, 4th foul for the Trojans.
And Bradford has his 4th foul, not a good sign in the third quarter for the Trojans. He's their second leading scorer, and that is not good to see. The Indians, number 12, Johnson has the ball in his hands, closely guarded there by Ashley, drives into the lane, blocking foul called on Ashley there. Did not get his feet set before Johnston ran into him. The Indians will be inbounding right in front of us.
And let's see if the Indians can take a lead here with this possession. They're only down 1, and they have definitely come back here in this third quarter. St. Joe Central has outscored Park Hill 9-3 in this third quarter. Right now, Park Hill looking to put up some points there with that, but not at the moment. They will inbound it.
A.J. Redmond, his first team 3rd foul.
Redmond with his first foul in the night for Central. Pitches to the corner. Right under the basket, the Indians steal the ball.
Indians get the ball.
But the Trojans get it right back. Pitch it to Hall, pitch to the number 22. Townsend under the basket for the easy 2.
And look at that replay there. Not getting replay.
Small pitches it to the corner.
That was a little bit of a messy play there, but Park Hill got the ball back and extended their lead to 3 points there. Great play.
Ball's now back in Redmond's hand, getting closely guarded by number 22. Townsend drives into the lane and is fouled on the way up. He'll be getting 2 free throws.
He'll take those 2 to try and bring this back to. Redmond heads to the line here.
Number 22, Drew Townsend, his second team.
In the third.
Number 12, Sharif passes it off
Back to Shrek.
Shrek with the 3.
Shrek with the 3. Incredible play there by Shrek.
The Trojans are going back to their full court pressure.
Let's see this replay by Shrek here. He extends Park Hill's lead to 4 with this 3, and that was beautiful. Almost as beautiful as the actual Shrek.
Ball's in Small's hands again. Ball's pitched to Johnson, number 12 of the Indians. He looks to get this offense going. He kind of stumbles a bit there. Pitches it to Redmond. Redmond drives into the lane.
Oh, beautiful play there by Redmond. There's an easy 2 points for him. And he ties Will Small as the leading scorer for the Indians at 18.
He's really a key component of this Indian offense. And the St. Joe Central fans wanted a charging foul there, but they get the ball anyway, and Johnson's pushing the court.
Looking to tie the game here. Maybe even take the lead with a 3. Will Small. Oh, just misses it.
Almost gets the offensive rebound, though. The ball goes back to Johnston's hands.
Will Small just missed that 3 there. That would have given them the lead.
Townsend passes it to Snow over to Sharif. Sharif has a pick set for him. Kicks over to number 30, Shrek. Shrek drives to the lane. It's deflected, and the Central Indians have no turnover. And then they turn the ball over.
Back.
And number 12 of the Trojans, Sharif, misses the basket.
And the ball in Redmond's hands right now. See if he can give them a lead here.
A minute 40 left in this third quarter. The Trojans up 44-42 over the St. Joe Central Indians. Ball's in Redman's hand. Redmond has the ball in his hands. Passes it over to number 12, Johnston. Johnston
Back
kicks
to
over to Redmond again. And Redmond keeps his dribble alive even though he falls down. Back in his hands. Drives it to the lane.
Oh, misses that shot there.
Misses a shot, but is going to get the 2 free throws on the foul there by the Trojans.
And they're fouling because that's been just about their only way to stop him in this game. And he looks to possibly tie the game here if he makes both of these. And the first is good, making it 44-43 Park Hill.
And Hall, Ashley, and Bryant are checking back into the game for the Trojans.
Getting Bryant back in the game ought to help Park Hill here.
Ashley and Bryant of the Trojans both have 3 fouls. That is a thing to watch.
And Redmond makes his 3 to tie the game makes his free throw to tie the game at 44.
Over to Shrek on the wing. Kicks it up to Ashley at the top of the key. Bryant wants the ball in his hands.
I think you got to get the ball into Bryant's hands here. He's your leading scorer.
Nice little pick and roll there. A missed basket there. Rebounded by Bryant again. And gets fouled on the way up. He's going to have 2 free throws coming his way.
He'll take his 2, giving Park Hill a chance to take the lead back.
Are we going to a break at the end of the third quarter?
Bryant at the line looking to get his free throws. And he misses his first one. That's a surprise out of Bryant. He's been consistent all game. If he makes this one, he will give Park Hill a lead.
Bryant shooting his second free throw with 53 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
And he makes that one. Park Hill leads 45-44 with under a minute left in the third.
Small throws the ball into Redmond. Back to Small. Over to Johnson, is getting double teamed.
And Redmond
over to Small again.
Leading scorer.
Wide open Indian in the corner for the 3, off the mark. Park Hill gets the rebound. Nick Bryant pushing the ball, drives to the lane, and gets called for an offensive foul, gets called on the charge.
Oh, wow.
Number 10 of the Indians, Graham Stagner, really took that charge there.
Right back with 33 seconds left in the third.
Indians will be throwing the ball underneath the Trojans' basket.
And the Indians will be looking to take a lead here, only down 1 point. You want to change your predictions about who you think might win this game with how the Indians have been playing lately?
I'm going to stick with my prediction. I'm going to stick with the Trojans. I think they're going to stick this game out and win.
I'm going to flip sides here. I think between Redmond and Small, I think the Indians will find a way to win this, defying all odds.
Redmond pushes to the corner for the wide open 3, number 22,
Beautiful
Felder.
Shot there. Let's get a replay of that shot. That was incredible. That shot gave Central a 2-point lead. Beautiful 3 there.
And Park Hill got fouled. He drove into the lane and got fouled, and they will be thrown in under their own basket.
Park Hill looks to tie this game or maybe even take a lead here with this possession, but they are down 2 right now.
7 seconds left in this third quarter. Park Hill's up, actually. Park Hill is down.
Park Hill is down 2 right now to
St. Joe Central is up by 2, and the Indians will be thrown in under the Park Hill basket with 3.4 seconds left. 1 second left.
Well, the Indians get the ball taken away. He attempts to shoot a buzzer beater there, but it was wild.
And Small blocks the shot there, blocks that buzzer beater attempt.
We're going to throw it to coach's interviews here. We'll be back in a second.
Coach, what do you think of Nick Bryan, who's having a phenomenal first half?
Had a good first half. Left a couple layups out there actually that I thought he could have finished. He's got to play better defense.
Gotcha. It was a relatively close game in the closing moments of the first half. You guys managed to step it up a little bit. How do you plan on keeping that going?
We got to continue with the energy and the effort that we had that first half and actually turn up the pace a little bit more, turn up the intensity a little bit more.
Gotcha. All right, thank you. Good luck.
Discuss scoring totals for each player. And we're back here at Liberty North High School, where the St. Joe Central Indians are leading the Park Hill Trojans 47-45.
And let's look at a replay here on a saving shot by St. Joe. And this is the shot that actually gave them the lead. Magnificent play there.
Number 22, Ben Felder, LeVar Felder, had that 3 in the corner. And now we're about to start the fourth quarter, the last quarter of the action in this closely contested game between the Trojans and the Indians.
And St. Joe Central looks to hold on to this lead. What a deficit they have overcome in this game.
It is amazing. They came back from 10 down in the first quarter, down like at least 8 points in the second quarter.
Down 8 at halftime, yeah.
Amazing comeback by the Indians so far. Let's hope they can.
Park Hill will look to shut down this comeback story with points here.
A foul by the Indians there. The Trojans will be thrown in under their basket. The foul there was called number 22, LeVar Felder of the Indians. Number 21, Christian Bradford will be thrown in for the Trojans.
And I think if you want to win this game, get the ball into Nick Bryant's hands, but I don't believe he's on the court right now. My apologies.
Anthony Ball has the ball in his hands, pitches it out. And the Indians are called for a foul, maybe a reach-in. I am not sure what the foul was.
Possibly. I don't know what they saw there. They know better than me, though.
They do. And no, we'll actually be shooting free throws. I believe it'll be 1-1 though. Yes, it is 1-1. And the Indians rebound there. Nice rebound by number 12, Johnston there.
Got his hands on the ball and did not let it go. Look to get the ball to Redmond here. He's your leading scorer.
Johnston is closely guarded there. Has a nice crossover move.
Oh, good defense there. The Indians managed to hold on to the ball.
And a timeout is called by St. Joe Central's coach. He was worried that they're going to lose the ball when there's a big scrum right in front of us, Ian.
And they can't afford to lose the ball at this point in the game, only up 2. They need to extend this lead more to feel any safety at all.
So currently, A.J. Redmond is leading St. Joe Central at 20 points. Small has 18. And we're actually going to throw it to some replays. We'll be back in a minute.
Let's look at these. These are magnificent putback by number 33. All right, there's number 22 lost a shoe on that play.
Redmond drives into the lane here. Nice little putback there. Redmond open 3.
There's the 3 that gave them the lead.
And we're back here, 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Indians up by 2 over the Trojans.
I imagine St. Joe Central's coach telling them keep this lead, don't make any dumb mistakes, because they've worked hard to get where they are in the lead.
They were down by double digits in the opening half, so this comeback, they fought really hard, shown some great effort, great determination. They're hopefully going to win this game. Small has the ball in his hands now. Cross over the defender, Ashley.
Small with the ball right now, looking to extend this lead. And out of bounds it goes. I believe that was on St. Joe. Park Hill will inbound it, and they will look to try and take a lead here or tie the game.
Ashley's bringing the ball up the court now for the Trojans.
And one thing to note, Nick Bryant still is not back in the game for Park Hill.
Nick Bryant is the centerpiece of the Trojans offense. Speaking of
that was
a nice
beautiful
shot,
three
number
there. Let's get a replay of that three there. That three gave Park Hill the lead. That was beautiful by number 22, Drew Townsend. We're back here. Park Hill up by 1 with 6:39 left in the fourth. This is a very close game here, and it's been fun to watch.
And a quick timeout call by Park Hill. And we're going to take it to an ad now.
The foundation helped me.
The foundation helped me.
The foundation helped me. The foundation helped me.
The foundation helped me.
The foundation helped me.
The foundation helped me.
The Learning Enrichment Grant from the Liberty Education Foundation helped us do water quality testing for Liberty Creek water and the water analysis.
Creating innovative professional sports content to entertain.
And welcome back here. Park Hill leads St. Joe Central 48-47. Park Hill has the ball here, looking to extend that lead.
Andy Ashley with the ball in his hands, pitches out to Hall on the wing. Over back to Hall for the three-pointer.
Oh,
off the mark. And his offensive rebound by Trent, stolen by the Indians.
St. Joe Central gets the ball.
Small with the layup is blocked from behind by Hall.
Great play there by Park Hill to maintain this fragile 1-point lead.
Drives into the lane. Sosna with the putback puts the Trojans back on top.
Extends the lead to 3 points. The Indians look to try and recover here. A 3 would tie the game at 50.
Redmond with the ball back in his hands, the leading scorer for the Indians.
I think you need to get the ball into the hands of either Small or Redmond, both of them with 18 or more points.
Felder has the ball in his hands, matched up against Sosna right now, drives it to the lane.
And Felder had that clutch 3 that put them up ahead a minute ago.
And the basket is not counted. There is a foul on the floor before the shot. The Indians will be getting free throws, I believe is a 1-and-1. Felder will be shooting the free throws.
Making this would cut the lead down to 2, which would be fantastic for St. Joe Central.
Felder has 7 points in the night, misses that one.
Not make it.
And the Trojans rebound, but there's a foul on the Indians, so they will keep possession. And it will be a 1-and-1 for the Trojans.
As they head all the way back across the court.
Trojans are now up by 3.
And the Trojans just look to extend this lead a little more. Keep it out of reach of Central. Central has proven that they can overcome just about any deficit in this game, so you need to keep scoring to keep them down.
Hall with the first free throw makes it. Now gets the second free throw with 5:40 left in the game. Number 12, Samari Sharif checks in the game for Andy Ashley. Andy Ashley, I believe, had 3 or 4 fouls in the game, so they need to get him off the court for a little while.
And Anthony Hall makes the other free throw. Very good there. And that gives them a 5-point lead here.
The Trojans are full court pressuring, and they almost got the ball stolen.
Great
pitch back,
there.
right back to Redmond. Redmond's looking for a small maybe.
Get it into the hands of your leading scorer.
Redmond drives into the lane and misses the shot. Hall tried to take a charge there. No charge was called, and it's actually deflected off the Trojans. The Indians will keep possession.
And the Indians need to score here. They need to cut down this 5-point lead a little bit. This is by no means insurmountable, so watch the St. Joe Central Indians to come back once again.
Felder's throwing the ball into Redmond with 5:20 left in this game. This is a super close game, probably the closest so far of the tournament.
I believe this has been the closest game of the tournament so far.
Redmond goes into the lane and is fouled right by the free throw line, and he will be getting 1-and-1.
And he needs to hit this here to bring it within 4 points. And these are those crucial moments at the end of the game that could decide it.
Foul called on number 22, Drew Townsend, his third.
And he gets 2 free throws here.
Foul.
And Park Hill has fouled the Indians 10 times now, so now every time they foul an Indian, the Indian automatically gets 2 free throws.
Yeah, that's huge. That could play a huge factor in this game. If he makes both of these, he brings it back within 3 points. And he does not.
Hall gets the rebound for the Trojans. Sharif is pressuring for the Trojans, drives into the lane, misses a tough shot, gets his rebound, misses again. Trojans get another offensive rebound. All the way back up to Sharif for the top of the key to get the Trojans offense back together.
St. Joe Central needs to get this ball back here and put up some points of their own.
Hall has the ball in his hands. Number 22, Townsend, shoots the 3, and it is a
beautiful 3 there, and that extends their lead.
Makes the 3 to extend the lead to 7 with 4.5 minutes left.
Let's get a replay of that 3 that extended their lead to 7. Beautiful 3 here by number 22, Townsend. That extended their lead to 7. Small
has the ball in his hands. Looks to maybe get an open shot. It does. I believe it's a 2. Misses it. Rebounded by the Trojans. Number 22, Townsend, who just made that spectacular 3. Hall drives into the lane. Kicks it back to number 4, Marshall.
A little bit of a wild pass there out of bounds.
And it looks like Nick Bryant, 2018 All-Conference player, is returning back to the court after his extended stay on the bench.
And that's huge.
Park Hill throwing the ball in right underneath their own basket. Townsend has the ball, kicks it up to Sharif, the top of the key. 4 minutes left of this game, up by 7.
Bryant has 19 points on the game so far. You know he'd love to bring that above 20.
Hall shoots a 3-pointer, and it is good from downtown, the triple.
Let's get a replay on that 3 there. Extended the lead to 10. This is what St. Joe Central needed to avoid, was a double-digit deficit here. That's a tongue twister if I ever heard one.
And St. Joe drives into the lane, and there's a foul called on Townsend fouled, I believe, Small. And there will be 2 free throws there. Shot for Small.
Small will take his shots here. They need these badly because they're down 10 here. That's the last thing that they need, or that they wanted.
With only 3.5 minutes left of this game, these free throws are going to be key for the Indians.
And at this point, I think free throws might just be one of their keys to victory. And Will Small here shooting 2 free throws, I believe. Making the first.
Number 21, Christian Bradford, checking back in the game for number 22, Drew Townsend for
Cutting
Park Hill.
that lead down to 9. And he makes the second one to cut the lead down to 8.
Will Small for 2.
Sharif has the ball in his hands, kicks out number 21, Bradford, back to Sharif. Sharif looks to drive into the lane, kicks out to number 4, Marshall. Tries to pass it to Anthony Hall in the lane, is cut off, deflected off by the Indians, but the Trojans will remain possession underneath their own basket.
And I think if you're the Trojans here, just play safe basketball, keep the ball in your hands, run out that clock.
And a timeout is called by Park Hill. So for St. Joe Central, A.J. Redmond is leading them with 21 points, and Nick Bryant is leading the Trojans with 18, with Hall chipping in 13 and Townsend chipping in 12.
And both of these teams have been pretty good at hitting threes, as they've both hit 5 threes.
I'd just like to point out how spectacular Redmond, Small, and Bryant are played tonight. They're leading their teams with 21, 20, and 18 points, really carrying their teams on their back tonight.
Oh, yeah. And I want to give a shout out to our crew here who's been working really hard to be able to broadcast these games. Thank you to all of them making this game possible.
3 minutes and 23 seconds left in this contest with the Trojans up by 8, 58-50.
St. Joe Central needs points, and they need them quick if they want to try and come back here.
They do indeed. And I believe St. Joe Park Hill is going to be inbounding.
Looks like Park Hill will inbound here. Nick Bryant is still on the court. Key player for this team.
Marshall has the ball in his hands to throw it in for the Trojans. Throws it right in to Bryant. Bryant misses it. Indians get the rebound. Number 11, Irvin.
Gets it into Redmond's hands, their leading scorer.
Redmond passes out to number 33, Hopkins. Hopkins gets it to Small for the three.
Small shoots it and it bounces off.
Hits the top of the backboard, out of bounds. It's going to be Park Hill's ball with 3 minutes left in the game.
3 minutes and 1 second there.
The Indians will be using their full court pressure on the Trojans. Snowsnuz checking back in the game for Marshall.
And Bryant will pass it in.
Bryant throws it into Bradford. Bradford pitches it back to Bryant. Bryant pitches to Snowsnuz under the basket. And he shoots the easy
makes the two. That once again extends the lead to 10, and Park Hill breaks 60.
Redmond has the ball back in his hands for the Indians. Is being guarded by number 21, Bradford. Has the ball almost stolen from him. And it is tipped by the Trojans. It's tipped by Bryant. Stays with St. Joe.
And St. Joe Central down 10 here with just about 2.5 minutes left in the game.
Redmond has the ball back in his hands. Gets a pick set for him by Hopkins. Pitches to Hopkins. Drives into the lane. Pitches out to number 11, Irvin. Irvin's closely guarded by Bryant. Almost runs to his own player. Pitches it back to Redmond. Redmond drives into the lane. Shoots nice layup, gets the lead back within, or cuts the lead within single digits now, only down by 8 with 2 minutes left. Ashley has the ball, looking to push for the Trojans. Pass out number 21, Bradford.
You can't rule out a comeback here for Central because they have come back from 10+ points before. But with under 2 minutes left,
and the ball
it would take
is stolen
a miracle
there by
for them
Indians,
to come back.
And it is stripped there by Ashley. And it's actually on call out of bounds. There's great hustle there shown by Ashley. Even though the Indian was about to score the layup, he strips it out of his hands, and it was nearly they got possession.
That's a great job not giving up on the play there, and he ends up making the play, not allowing St. Joe Central to score. They're going to maintain this 8-point lead, and I believe St. Joe Central will get the ball here. They will inbound. Small inbounds it.
Ball's thrown into number 22, Felder. Felder has the ball in his hands. Redmond wants the ball at the top of the key, drives into the lane.
Oh, he loses control of the ball
and gets
there.
fouled there by the Trojans. And he will be shooting 2 free throws again.
And this brings the game within 6. What a comeback this could be. Do I smell a comeback, Caleb?
It's certainly not out of the question yet. They're only down by 8 with 1:42 left. Make these 2 free throws, only down by 6 at two possession game.
Good job there on that pronunciation of possession. He needs to make these free throws here, though. These are crucial. We said earlier that these would be the key to the game, and it looks like they are.
He made the first one, and now we have number 12, Johnston, checking in for number 33, Cole Hopkins, for the St. Joe Indians.
And Park Hill really needs to be very careful about their fouls, because every time they foul, they get 2 free throws now.
And Redmond makes a second one to pull the Indians within 6.
And that brings Redmond to 25 points on the game. He's definitely been a key player for St. Joe Central so far, and if they win, it will be because of his effort.
Redmond has almost half of the Indians' points, and Small has almost half of the Indians' points too. So, I mean, those two are basically the only contributors on offense so far for the Indians.
For sure. St. Joe Central calls a timeout here, probably to discuss their strategies to try and win this game. Only down 6. That is a 2-possession game. They need to hit the threes well, or they need to hit they need to score in general well. I am not ruling out a Central comeback. I said they would be able to come back earlier in the quarter, and I still think they could with just under 2 minutes left to play. And if Park Hill wants to maintain this lead, Nick Bryant will be a key to doing so. Nick Bryant, the all-conference player, is returning this year. and he's been incredible in this game so far. Bryant has
18 points.
I would know he'd love to break 20 points on the game. Just a little personal achievement.
I think he cares more about the win, Ian, actually.
He does, but every player wants that little personal achievement.
And the Trojans will be inbounding underneath the Indians' basket. The Indians will not be full court pressuring this. I think the Trojans are maybe going to slowly start to tick this clock out with only a minute and a half left in the game. Andy Ashley has the ball in his hands, drives into the lane. Nice little pass to Sosna. Goes up, misses the layup, gets his own rebound. Gets stripped of the ball, is actually fouled there. And I believe he'll be shooting 2 free throws now.
And this gives Park Hill a chance to extend their lead to 8, which would be dangerous because that would bring it out of 2-possession reach.
So both teams now are in double bonus. So every time there's a foul, the player will get 2 free throws.
He makes his first one there.
And for Park Hill, Christian Bradford and Drew Townsend both have 4 fouls. Something to watch. So, I mean, one more and they could be in some trouble. Misses the second free throw. Rebounded by 33 Hopkins.
I think if you're them, you need to be shooting 3s here with 1:20 left in the game. 2s just aren't going to do it for you. Redmond
drives into the lane. Misses the shot. Rebounded by the Trojans. Full court pressure now by the Indians. Ashley has the ball in his hands. And there's a foul call on number 11, Dylan Irvin, my bad. And the Trojans will be shooting 2 more free throws.
Foul call on number 11. His 4th.
And that is his 4th foul of the game. So now it's 3 players with 4 fouls.
And here's another 2 free throws with a chance to extend this lead. Misses his first. You're looking to extend this lead to 8 points here if you make this last 2. Or this last free throw.
Ashley misses, but they get their own rebound. Another offensive possession, up 7 points with a minute left. 21 has the ball in his hands, pushes it out to Hall. Back to number 22, Townsend, saves by Snosna out to the Hall. Out to Bradford, and is fouled by Irvin, and I believe that is his 5th foul of the game.
And that's a problem for them.
And that is his 5th foul. And I believe number 11, Dylan Irvin, is ejected from the game for St. Joe Central because he has 5 fouls on the game.
And number 12.
Checking back in from St. Joe Central High School, number 12,
Wills Johnson comes in. And he misses his free throw there. That's tough. They've been bad from free throws in the past minute or so.
50.9 seconds left in this game. The Trojans are up by 7. Shooting a second free throw, and he misses. Rebounded by Felder, who pushes the ball up the court.
Goes 0
guarded
for 2
by Snosna. Pitches out to Hopkins. A 3 by Redmond. Nice shot there.
Beautiful shot. That brings it within 4 once again.
Ashley has the ball in his hands, trying to waste some clock.
Let's get a replay on that 3 there from Redmond. That was beautiful. And this brought the game within 4 points with just over 30 seconds left to play.
His first.
And right now, Park Hill is shooting their 2 free throws. And St. Joe Central just kind of has to hope that they miss these, which they didn't miss that one.
Down by 5, 2-possession game. Makes the second. So the Indians will need 2 3-pointers to tie this game up into Small's hands. Small loses the ball.
Small, one of their leading scorers. Look for him to possibly shoot a 3 at
Pitches it back to Johnson. Stolen by Hall. And he goes up for the dunk and makes it.
Beautiful play there.
Hall has the dunk with 17 seconds left of the game.
Let's get a replay on that dunk that extended their lead. Watch this steal by Hall.
And Redmond misses the shot.
He could have walked down the court there.
And there is 6 seconds left in this game. Trojans are up by 8, 65-57.
And you know what? I think Park Hill might just win this, Caleb. 6.4 seconds left. I don't think that Central can come back from this.
Bradford shooting his first free throw, makes it. Now they're up by 9 with 6.4 seconds left in this game.
And Christian Bradford makes his second free throw. And they extend that lead to 10 points.
And the game is over. Final score, 67 Park Hill, 59 St. Joe Central. Now we're going to head to a post-game studio with Zach and Jack.
Nick Bryant.
Hello and welcome back to your studio post-game show. I'm Zach Klug alongside my partner Jack Kankowitz, and this was our second game of the evening that just came to a close with Park Hill winning 67-59.
That's right, Zach. Now let's go ahead and take a look at some of the highlights from tonight's game. If you look behind us here, we have
looks like a scramble for the ball. And that was a great opportunity for Park Hill to show their aggression and just go for the basket, you know. Not worried about getting travel called or nothing, but just getting that ball back. And we see a great three right there.
Park Hill was very, very good at moving the ball, which definitely helped them to get tonight's victory for sure.
Yeah.
As you can see right there, a nice little steal, a little layup right there, almost a dunk.
Yeah, Anthony Hall almost got it right there, and he's a junior, so I'm sure next year he'll be dunking balls like that all the time.
Now, Central wasn't a team to be overlooked, as they had some very, very good points in both the first and the second half.
Yeah, they actually had two players who scored over 20 points tonight, with Will Small and Andrew Rydell. You know, they both got over 20 points. It was a great performance from them.
Unfortunately, it wasn't enough to get them the victory over Park Hill.
Yeah, you know, it was a good game all the way around. It was probably our best contested men's game so far of the evening. Both teams scored a lot of points. It was the best offensively played game that we've seen so far.
Now let's throw it over to a break.
The foundation helped me.
The foundation helped me.
The foundation helped me. The foundation helped me.
The foundation helped me.
The foundation helped me.
The foundation helped me. The Learning Enrichment Grant from the Liberty Education Foundation helped us do water quality testing for Liberty Creek water and the water analysis.
Creating innovative professional sports content to entertain and thrill our community. Creating a professional broadcast environment for tomorrow's television professionals. And professional service for our district partners and its stakeholders. Niles Media Group. Excellence today, innovation tomorrow. Exceptional service always.
Jumping right back into tonight's game, the player of the game was definitely Nick Bryant, as he had 18 points. Really impressive performance from him. We saw him get a lot of rebounds.
Very much. Yes,
he was always
very dominant.
Wherever the ball was, he was always attacking it. It was a very impressive and aggressive performance. And that concludes our second post-game show of the evening. Make sure to tune in just a few moments when we will begin discussing the Basel Linwood Bobcats taking on the Lee Summit West Titans and their pregame show, and we will be right back.